Hey, this is Charlie from Sexual Revolution. Today we're going to do some foreplay games that are incredibly different. We're going to play with ice. We're going to play with different temperatures. Stay tuned for this great video. So today we're going to do a great foreplay game, something that is really fun to do. If you're looking for new sensations, if you're in that situation where you're like, well, I want to have new experiences and have different feelings, different sensations when we have sex, this is a great one because it's going to give you extreme sensation. So we're going to play with ice. We're going to need some ice cubes. I don't like to use big ones because big ones, they are very slow to melt. So make sure you use like medium-sized or smaller ice cubes. The other thing that I suggest that you do is that you are in a warm room because that's going to help for that contrast. If you're in a cold area, like if you feel a bit cold in your body, this is not going to be nice. So make sure that the room is warm. It doesn't have to be hot, but a warm room where you feel comfortable naked, that is very important for that contrast in temperatures. Now you might say, hey Charlie, but cold doesn't fit so well with blood flow or blood rush. Well, actually it does. If you've ever experienced that you put a part of your body into a cold water, for example, if you put an arm in cold water, what your brain is going to do is going to actually say, hey, that's very cold, we need to warm that arm. And what's going to do is going to rush all this blood towards that arm to make it warm. Now what happens if you keep it there for too long, what the brain is going to say, hey, we cannot keep it warm, I'm going to save that blood and it's going to go away. Now, same thing here with sex. Now what we're going to do, we're going to use that difference in temperature to get those rushes of blood going to these areas, these erogenous areas, also the penis and the genital areas of man and woman. So what you're going to do is basically stimulate your brain and your body differently. Actually, you're going to get your nerves in high alert, and that's going to give you a great sensation, actually an arousing sensation, sexually arousing sensation. So the first game that I suggest that you do is the icy kiss. How do you do that? Okay, one of you two are going to get an ice cube in the mouth and you're going to start playing with it, okay? You can do this two ways. You can do it alone and then go and kiss, or you can do it in front of him or her and play a little bit with that ice. And sort of like do it like, sexy, okay? And try to play with your eyes and looking at each other, get closer, but don't kiss, okay? Those are things that you can do. Then you're gonna actually kiss. When the ice cube is not so big, it's already melted a little bit, your mouth is gonna be very cold. And you're gonna kiss your partner that has his mouth or her mouth very warm. So that contrast in temperatures is gonna give you this incredible sensation of hot and warm, and that's very exciting actually. It's really, really exciting. You can kiss for a while there until the ice cube melts, and that's one of the things that you can do. Second thing that you can do is get an ice cube, and you're going to hold it in your hand, okay? Now the woman can do it to the man, or the man can do it to the woman. Here we're going to play in the erogenous areas. What we're going to do, we're going to get that ice cube in our hands, our fingers, and we're going to start to let it melt. Now what I suggest that you do first is that you play with the erogenous areas of your partner. Don't go straight to the genitals, okay? Many people go straight to the genitals. Don't go there first. Start playing first in the mouth and put that ice cube close to the mouth and let those little drops fall in the mouth. You do it in the neck. You can do it in the nipples. You can do it in the belly. You can do it in the belly button. You can do it around the thighs, everywhere you want. Every place that you know that your partner loves, that's erogenous for your partner, you can play there. So it's a great thing to do. Now, you can also put that ice cube on top of it, like on top of the lips. You can put it on top of the nipples and play. You can do little forms, little shapes around there and play. Don't stay too long, because if you're too long there, it might actually burn and it might actually not feel so good. This is a matter of contrast. Again, I say, go there, go to the cold and then let it warm up and then go to the cold again. Don't leave it there. If you play with an ice cube for a long period of time in an area, that area is going to go numb and it's not going to be so nice. So play around, go from one place to the other. That's the key. The third one is playing with this ice cube on the penis while you do oral sex. Now, the two next things are oral sex for men and oral sex for women. If you're a woman, get that ice cube into your mouth. Make it really, really, really cold. It has to be very, very cold. Your man, ideally he should be already a little bit aroused. You can play with his penis with your hand, and he should be already having an erection, okay? Because that's the best way to do it, because there's a lot of blood there and it's a lot warmer. If he's not erect, it's not so good, okay? It doesn't work so well, but it works, okay, as well, but ideally he should be erect. And then what you're gonna do, you can do two things here. You can take the ice cube away so that you're free to actually start doing oral sex, or you can leave it there. If it's very small, it can be also playful. You can leave it there. But make sure you start doing oral sex with your cold mouth. Now this for the guys is a rush. It's amazing. It's that contrast. It's absolutely amazing. So normally at the beginning his erection is going to go even wilder. It's going to be very, very strong because, again, as I said before, the blood, suddenly he's going to get a blood rush, okay? If you stay there for too long with a very cold mouth, actually your mouth is going to start to go warmer, but if you stay too long, his penis might actually even start to lose the erection, because if it gets too cold, it's going to start to go down. So you can play around here. You can put it in, put it out, and so on. This is a matter of playing. You can put the ice cube again and then do it again, okay? Play. Whatever you like to do it. Now the fourth thing is, again, doing it to the girl. This is the guy, puts the ice cube into the mouth, and he's going to get his mouth very, very cold. Now, the woman should be already aroused, so you can play with your hand, or she can masturbate a little bit, whatever you want to do. Make sure that she's already with some blood flow in the vagina and in the clitoris. That way, when you're going to put your mouth, your very cold tongue on top of her clitoris or on top of her vulva, that's going to give her a rush, because it's that contrast again. It's the same as the guys. Her clitoris probably will get erect. It's going to get hard because it's that sensation. The nerves are going to go in alert. So it's really, really nice, and it's a great sensation. You can play there. You can do some oral sex. Then you go away and do it again. Okay? Again, like with a man, play around and see what you like and what you don't like. But the sensations are going to be fantastic. I can promise you that. The other thing you can do, if you're open to anal play, is that you can do the same thing in the anus, okay? You can, for the man and the woman, you can do that and play with the anus and go back and forth again, make it very cold, and that's another very, very great sensation for both of you. And the fifth thing is using cold sex toys. Now, I warn you that, for example, I've met people that don't like this very much because the sensation is a bit weird, but you can try it. Just make sure that you get a dildo, and you put it in the freezer, and make sure that it's very, very cold. And once it's very cold, and you must be very aroused. If you're a woman and you're going to introduce that penis inside your vagina, the man is going to do it for you, or you can do it on your own. You must be very warm, and you must be very aroused, so that sensation, that contrast is very high. You're going to have to use some lubricant, because you know something is very cold. It might get stuck. It might get like glued somehow. You've probably seen like when you suck on an ice, it can get stuck to your tongue. Same thing. So make sure you use some lube before you start doing this. And try it and see if you like it. Some women say they love it, some women don't like it very much. It's a very strange sensation because something cold comes inside. So, but it's something that you can do. I've heard people and women that like it, so you can try it and see how it goes. And finally, I want to give you a tip on using warm oil. Doing the opposite. Instead of using cold, we're going to use warm. Now, ideally here, it's the opposite. You should not be aroused. You should be like in a normal state, like flat, and you're going to warm up some oil. And this is for men and women. Ideally, when you do a massage, you should warm up the oil because the sensation is very nice. But when you do this on the genitals, if you get some warm oil on the vulva or on the penis, it really, really feels very nice. It's really the opposite sensation. It's very, very, very warm, very nice, and it's going to arouse you as well. So that's something that you can do. That's just a plus tip that I wanted to give you, because you can do it the other way as well. But the contrast with the ice is a bit stronger, so it's really, really something new to experience if you've never done it. If you've done it, you probably are not watching this video anymore. But if you've never done it, make sure you do it, because it's a great thing. It's a fun thing to do with your couple. You can laugh together a lot, and this can lead to sex, and this can lead to wherever you want to lead. Again, remember, the orgasm is not the goal. Fun, enjoyment is the goal in sex. So that's it for this video. Make sure you make 2 thumbs up if you like this video. Comment below. Share this with anyone that you think may like this video. And make sure you visit my website right here, sexualrevolution.online, the best and most comprehensive sex education coaching program that you will ever find. If you want to jump deep and become the best lover you can be and take your sex life to this level, make sure you visit that and see if it's something that can fit you. And thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.